How are things going, and how are the guys keeping up to everything that's going on?
Lots of energy today after a day off. We playing the 3 games in the 2 days with a lot of players involved, so everybody gets to catch their breath a little bit. And both practices I thought were excellent today. Good work ethic. We had some 2 or 3 things we really wanted to push and focus on, and I thought both groups did a really good job.
2 games on back-to-back nights coming up, Friday and Saturday. Those games, the players that we see playing in those games, are those the guys that you're watching closer than the other guys, or is that not a good assumption?
No, it's a combination. There's a fine line of we have to get our players under contract that we know going to be on our team, get them up and playing, but there's also a good bunch of guys that are very much in the focus of where they fit in the whole situation. So it'll be a combination of both, but I like, there's a lot of our young players who have really played well so far in the games and really pushed, and that competition is making it very interesting.
Are the 2 groups, are those who's going to play where, like today, or how do you split
Yeah,
those up?
the first group will be, majority of those guys will be in the game tomorrow night, and then there's possibility of a couple guys playing the back-to-back, but a different group on the other side.
For Saturday's game?
Yeah.
Okay. D'Angelo wasn't out there today?
Yeah, he's nursing a bit of a lower body injury, nothing serious, but we just kept him off today. I'd still like to see him possibly on Saturday night. He won't play tomorrow.
From when he played Tuesday?
Tuesday, yeah.
Okay. David, how are your other injured guys doing? Kevin Connaughton?
Connaughton's actually been on the ice a little bit early, which is a good sign.
Today he was?
And yesterday I think he was on. So he's just on his own before practice, so that's moving the right direction, but the timeline is probably still the same. Ross was kept off the ice again today. He's got a lower body injury that I wouldn't be surprised to see him get back on the ice soon, but it's too bad. I was hoping to see him in one of these games this weekend, but it doesn't look like that'll happen.
Michael Stone, he wasn't out there today, but
Michael Stone I think his wife is on baby day.
Oh, cool, okay.
Double baby day. 2 babies.
Yeah, so he left to be with her.
Yeah.
Any idea yet when Oliver may show up, Dave?
Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. he's on the ice.
Sure.
Maybe, seeing how Marty and Z look today, he'll probably be in the same boat. Do they look like they're in mid-season form, or at least look like they haven't maybe lost a step being over there competing?
No, they've been playing a month between both Oliver and the Czech team. They were skated for a week before they even got in the tournament, so they've played, each of them played half a dozen games already or more, so they're ahead of the curve here right now. A couple of days off will do them some good. And you got to remember too, it's not just like they're over there in training camp or in playing exhibition games. Those are hard games. So a couple of days off will do them good. But I think they're all excited to get back.
How do you manage that for them to not hit a wall maybe earlier, or just to manage that workload? Because they've yet to play a game here for the Coyotes, but they already have 6 competitive games, like you said, under their belt. How do you manage that?
Well, none of them will play the games this weekend. But then once we kind of get down in numbers, Oliver will probably play, or we'll see how it goes. But at least a couple of the last games. But they played 6 games already. But you look at the teams that win the cup, they play 122 games, or 112 games, I'm sorry, or 108 games usually, so a couple at the start it's not going to affect them.
How did they look, I guess, even specifically Marty, since he had kind of some injuries plague him last season? What's the vibe you get from him coming in?
He's fit and ready. Other than a big beard on him, that's about the only change I see. But he says he's in great shape, and he played really well in the World Cup, really well. Was a key player for the Czech team, so I expect big things from him.
What about Z? Where does he fit into this blue line this season?
We'll see. We've got lots of competition for blue line jobs, so we'll see where that all pans out.
Dave, Henrik Samuelsson had a goal in each of the first 2 road preseason games. We weren't there and didn't see. I'm sure you've seen it on tape and the game you were at. How's he doing beyond scoring those goals?
Yeah, he's played all right. His assets are his hand skills and his ability to score in tight. You know, his skill set is really good. It's the pace that he needs to get up to speed with, and it's too bad. Like last year would have been a big development year for him, and the injury kept him out most of the year. So he's just getting back up to speed. But I give him credit; he's played well in both games. So he knows he's the competition for jobs is very stiff, but he's come in and he's played well so far. So we'll see where he gets to.